Hey everyone, God bless you all. This is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. I'm currently at work, but while I got this little break real quick, I just wanted to share something with y'all, right? The Holy Spirit just revealed to me that, people will try to manipulate situations and deflect so that you will not lift up a standard in your situation, or people don't want to be held accountable for their actions, so they will use whatever they can, manipulation, projection, deflection, whatever it is, to get you to keep quiet and not call certain things out. Now, if you're led by the Holy Spirit to call things out, then do so. There's times when the Holy Spirit will tell you to keep quiet, and there's times when the Holy Spirit will have you to speak, because he wants the other person to know that he's revealed some things to you in the spirit. You understand what I'm saying? Because people have to be warned. Warning comes before destruction. So, a lot of times the Holy Spirit will reveal things to you, and you have to speak up, even if people make it feel like you're trying to argue that, or you're starting a problem, or however, whatever. No, when the Holy Spirit causes you to lift up a standard and certain things have to be addressed, it's because that is their warning. Warning comes before destruction. You know what I'm saying? And when certain things get exposed, or when the Holy Spirit feels like, you need to be called out on something, it's because he's letting you know, like, listen, I know, and I'm revealing certain things to the people around you. I'm revealing certain things, and the next thing that'll happen is that God will put people on Front Street, where he'll pull the covers off so strong that the person won't be able to hide it, and he'll clear your name. So the Holy Spirit, says, listen, no weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises up against you, you shall condemn. So what that means is that the Holy Spirit will actually condemn the lies that people are saying about you by exposing them. You understand what I'm saying? God will expose those that need to be exposed, because we're living in an hour where God has told the enemy his time is up. And that means that whoever is allowing themselves to be a vessel for the enemy is getting ready to be addressed in this season, because God is not playing. God is tired of the rebellion. God is tired of giving people chances over and over again, and they, manipulate his grace, and they take his grace for granted. In the Bible it says all the time, and then they will know I am God. Then they will know I am God. So when God says a thing, he means what he says, because he's not a man that he should lie. You understand what I'm saying? And God is not going to allow anybody to make him out to be a liar. He said what he said, and he meant what he said. Now, I'm sharing this because I was led by the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit spoke to me and just said, this is what it is. So warning comes before destruction, and people have to take heed to the warnings, because God said he will not let his people be put to shame. Meaning that his people, he will not, listen, God is not going to allow the covers to be over anybody's eyes anymore. He's going to open our eyes, and he's going to open the enemy's eyes too, to make them know that God has seen everything they've been doing behind the scenes all along. A lot of people have sat down and thought that God was not fighting for you, right? Because we are with God, and we are long suffering with him. That is a fruit of the Spirit. You understand what I'm saying? But a lot of people have came to the place where they feel like you're insignificant to God, and because God hasn't struck them down because of the things that they did, that it would never happen. But see, God is the one. The Holy Spirit knows all things. And so God says when he orchestrates a thing, it's better than what anybody else could do. That's why God says, vengeance is mine, I shall repay. Now listen, y'all, I didn't know I was going to come with this. The Holy Spirit just gave me this for whoever it is for. Take heed. Send this to somebody who needs to hear this. But this is what God is saying in this hour. He is not going to allow anybody to make him a liar. And God's people have been going through certain things for so long, where because we've been long suffering God, it's like, God doesn't want his people to think that he's not going to come through for them. He's a loving father. He promises to take care of his children. I just did a live on Father's Day where we were talking about how God is a loving father, and he's about to come through for his children. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, y'all, the Holy Spirit says, do not worry about it. He sees when people try to shut you down, when you try to open up your mouth, they try to use, different things against you and stuff like that, which is sorcery and witchcraft. And God said he's going to deal with that too. That he's not going to allow people to use sorcery. He's not going to allow people to use witchcraft to manipulate, because manipulation is witchcraft. So God is not going to continue to allow these people to use manipulating witchcraft to gaslight you into not checking them on the things that they're doing when the Holy Spirit reveals these things. So continue to pray, stay prayerful, continue to walk in humility, continue to trust God. Remember, God is fighting your battles. When he says be still and know that I'm God, he means exactly what he says. Be still and know that I am God, because he is coming through for his people. God bless you all and have a wonderful day.